Yeah, the four guys have been selected in the leadership group are really keen to drive accountability throughout the club, and we felt from a conversation point of view and actually an efficiency point of view, having a smaller group allows them to do that. But what it also allows is for the whole group to take greater responsibility as well in terms of that shared responsibility and a greater depth of leadership. So we feel we can really have those four guys drive accountability, drive standards and really drive where the club wants to go, but also build the leadership depth underneath. As part of that, we'll have a dedicated program to support our emerging leaders as well, which will obviously help the leadership group itself. Yeah, there are plenty of positives. I mean, I think we 23 inside 50s to 11 in the last quarter. We ran the game out really well and we had our opportunities. In every game so far this year, we've been in front in the last quarter and had our opportunities to win the game. We've been able to do that once, and against West Coast and against the Crows we weren't able to finish the game off. So an enormous amount of positives and things to work on, but also some things that if we can execute, particularly late in games, a little bit better, which is what the guys are committed to doing, then we think we can get the result. I think we've sort of taken very much a lot of lessons out of the game, both at an individual level and also at a team level. And we had a really good coaching day yesterday, and the coaches feel there's some elements of the Bulldogs game that we can definitely bring into our own. The first half from the Bulldogs was incredibly strong, and full credit to them for the way they played. But there were some great learnings in the third quarter for us as well in terms of the way that we responded. And teams of substance do that, and we feel that we're building that level of substance within the team. And so there were some great takeaways from the third quarter as well, and the second half. So, disappointing result in terms of the way we started, but we feel there's some great opportunities to take out of the game as well. Our evolutions, we're chasing consistency and chasing improvement all the time, and we understand that it's not going to be perfectly linear, as much as people would like it to be that way. The development of athletes, and particularly emerging and younger athletes, suggests, and history tells us in terms of the good teams, that there will be some bumps along the way, and that consistency can take some time. But we're really confident we're going to get there. As I said, it's a really exciting week from a coaching week. Coming off a result like that, the coaches and the staff are really embracing that, and so are the players. So we're really confident we can take not only the learnings from the weekend, but the learnings over the past 5 weeks and put in a really good performance this week. We want to be a team that starts well and performs well in the middle of the quarters and middle of the game and finishes well as well. And that's what we're chasing, and we're really confident we're going to get there. Yeah, it was pleasing. There's no doubt about that. And again, I think we said last week though, the body of work over the first sort of 7 weeks now has been pretty strong, other than that first half against the Dogs. So we did carry confidence into the weekend, particularly off the back of the performance against Sydney. But really pleasing, and another good step forward to be able to win at the G in Melbourne against a big Melbourne club was a pleasing step forward. Yeah, well, today was the first day of Level C under the training protocols, so we actually have some contact in the session today. We also had the whole group together today, so we had 47 players training out in the track, which was a great sight, and the fact that they could actually make contact with each other and do some physical work was something that they'd been missing, and something they certainly enjoyed. So it was a really good session today.
John, really exciting today to hear the AFL announce the fixture for the next 4 rounds.
Yeah, it's fantastic news for the competition in general, but also for Suns fans as well. So the fact we've got 3 games at Metricon is really exciting, and then obviously down at Geelong as well to play down there, which we're really looking forward to. So getting the clarity around the fixture gives us an opportunity to really plan that first block of games now in the first month. So we're really excited about it.
How exciting is it for the group to be able to play those 3 games back-to-back at Metricon?
Yeah, really exciting. I mean, obviously we'd love to have a crowd there and to be able to play in front of our fans, but to have that level of football in Queensland, and particularly South East Queensland, and having West Coast and Freo and the 2 South Australian teams here as well is fantastic for the game, most importantly in South East Queensland. So we can't wait.
And the boys have been back to training for a week and a bit now. How has that looked from an operational point of view?
What we've seen is a really well organised and well planned out program from the coaching and high performance staff, and also our facility lends itself to these type of protocols, to be honest, with 3 training grounds and 2 gyms and multiple change rooms. We've been able to actually plan it out really well, and the coordination of it has gone really, really effectively. We've got high expectations on the group, particularly around performance. And again, we think there's a huge scope for improvement as well. So a lot of these guys have come from, during their junior pathway, and Maddie and Noah and Jack and Ben and Isaac, they've come from winning environments and winning teams. So they bring that winning mindset to the group anyway. And then you've got some guys that, some of our what we call older players who are just desperate to win and they're desperate for success. So when you get that combination of dynamic within a group, it can be pretty powerful. So that's why our expectations are pretty high.